Hey, everybody. Welcome to the start of your weekend. I mean, technically, right? We're already there. It's Friday, and we made it through another great week. I got to tell you, man, I had an exciting week. I was at a conference in Miami doing what I love to do, and that's networking with a lot of really intelligent people that know a lot of things about stuff I want to know more about. And it's funny that the more I spend my time hanging out with people that are a lot smarter than me, the more I enjoy learning and the more I feel rewarded by being around those people. It's not easy when you first start out in real estate trying to figure out what to do. In fact, my journey's been 28 years, and half the time I wonder if I know what I'm doing now. But it's been an ongoing process. It's been something where I've learned how to overcome the obstacles and to ask the questions. In fact, if you want to see what we're doing next, go to shannonrobnet.com, click on the newsletter tab, add your name there, and you'll see what's coming out next. But it's stuff that I'm learning, all of the information at these conferences that I'm at, meeting with these people that are way smarter than me. But it's funny how quickly they're willing to share their information and their advice with you when you're asking them questions about how did they do it? How did they get here? Where are they going next? Right. And I found myself in a very interesting place over the last couple of months because I've been traveling a lot. I've been meeting with these people, and some crazy big things are coming. And it's because of positioning. It's because of mindset. It's because of relentlessness, right? I am refusing to take no for an answer. I'm continuing to put myself in the proximity of greatness or people that are smarter than me, to learn what I need to learn, to get what I need to get so that I can take myself, my business, my family, my wealth to the next level. Because that's what I want to do. Personal growth is 90% of what I'm living for, right? Because, I mean, let's just be honest, guys. I mean, any idiot can go through life and get to the end of it with a couple of mediocre things that they did and no real value, right? No real contribution to the planet other than the consumption of goods and services their whole life. But who wants to be that? I mean, who wants to just sit there and be known as the person that scrolled through Facebook for 40 years, right? I don't. I want to be known as the person that embraced life, that went to the four corners of the earth, that found the way to improve themselves, that learned at every opportunity, that made themselves better. You know, I had a great conversation with my father earlier in the week, and we talked about this, about who made the better improvement. My father is the son of a mechanic, and grandpa didn't know a whole lot. He worked hard, and he put an honest day's living on the table. And but at the end of the day, there wasn't a whole lot that grandpa was able to do for his family or provide for his family because he didn't grow up that way. And my dad came from that background, and somehow he and my mom been able to put together a pretty decent little swath of life here that allowed them to retire at 50 and spend the last 25 years having control of their time and their money and figuring out what they wanted to do with life when they grew up. And then there's me. Took that a little step farther. And my dad and I were having the conversation about who actually did more. And I was telling my dad, it's obviously you, Dad, because you took it from no financial understanding and no real estate background and no development, and none of that stuff, self-educated and got yourself to this plateau. You got this from none of that to retired at 50. That is a monumental thing, right? Here I am, I'm approaching 50. Yiska. And I've done some things a little different. But it's because I've continued to take what my dad taught me, those steps, those foundational steps that I have, and I begin to add to it and build with it and build with it and hang around with people that know what I want to know, that have done what I want to do. And so for me, I come out of these opportunities to learn from people, to talk with people, to be on panels with people. It just blows me away that they want to hear my opinion, and let alone be able to be in the same room gathering information from them. But I look at life that way, that you get out of it what you put into it. If you don't want to do that, don't. But don't expect the things that people that do that stuff get, right? I mean, it's kind of the whole thought process and theory of sowing and reaping, right? You can't get the produce, the production of that activity if you don't first invest. If you don't sow those seeds, if you don't make that happen, you're not going to get the second part of it, right? You're not going to get the results. So I do it. And I got to tell you guys, it has been amazing for me from a personal level to see that these people that I hold in high esteem really aren't that much different than me. They're putting themselves in these same positions with people that they want to mimic, that they want to learn from, that they want to know better. And then they're replicating that process. See, it's nobody wants to be left out, and everybody wants to be a part of it, and everybody wants to contribute. And at the end of the day, you've got an ecosystem there that is an ecosystem of growth. You've got an ecosystem there that takes everyone that is involved with it to the next level. It elevates the whole process. So at the end of the day, if you find yourself a little stagnant, if you find your progress blocked, if you find yourself unable to get all the way up to the next level, maybe look around. Look at what your weekends consist of. Maybe look at what your work time or your after work time consists of. You know, we always hear about all the hours in the week that we're wasting, and a lot of us don't really think that that's true, but we prove it on a constant basis because we work for 40 hours a week, don't have a side hustle, don't have anything else, have a lot of time to complain and watch Netflix and chill. But at the same time, we're not getting the results in our life that getting out there and networking with amazing people does for you. I had opportunities to sit down with some really smart people, some really wealthy people, and I didn't see that they were doing anything different than what I am. And that was encouraging. They'd just done it faster, they'd done it longer, they had a little bit more of a secret. They were able to share and impart some of that information to me, and that gave me clarity on where I needed to go next, because they had made these detours and they had seen where this had taken them, and they had bumped their head on the ceiling a couple of times. They didn't need to learn that lesson again. So I was able to glean from that. So guys, if you're looking to know what's going on, click the contact us. We'll tell you where you can get involved. If you go to shannonrobnet.com, over here, go to the shannonrobnet.com, you'll be able to figure out what's going on, because we'll tell you where we're going. We'll tell you who we're hanging out with. We'll show you where you can get involved with people that are powerful, wanting to help, and at the levels that you want to achieve. So don't ever let life or the world or your friends or your family tell you you can't do it. Just start hanging around the people that didn't listen to their people, the friends and family that told them that and decided they could do it. Because you all have the power inside you to do whatever you want. It's just simply a matter of how are you going to apply it. Because when you become that powerful person that's inside of you, when you unleash that, you're unstoppable, especially when you've got people around you that have been there before, that have gone farther than you are right now and are willing to help and guide you through that. See, there's no reason for any of us to be stuck and to feel like we're being dragged under because we can't get any traction. We just need to look at where we're at, where we're spending our time, who we're spending it with, and what we need to do to get where we want to go. So guys, have a great weekend. Make sure that you do smart things. Act like smart people. You'll get smart people results. And know that you're worth it. You're worth investing in. You're worth finding out what your best can be. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have